the story was that this little kid not only was from a single mother and a father in prison, but he was also a cancer survivor and had had like 4 cancer surgeries from the time he was 4 to 8, you know, and so it was just that moment where everybody in the company surrounded this kid and like, we are going to help you. I just feel super blessed to be able to do this. It's just so neat to see the smiles, and it's really life-changing to see the tears. And that kid would come home and be all excited, and they'd say, Mom and Dad, I want to be in band or orchestra, and all I got to do is get an instrument. We just go down and we just need to go rent an instrument. I can be in band. And the parent that can do it says, okay. The parent that can't gets a look of fear in their eye, excuse me, and they, you know, they're like, I cannot afford another thing, and how am I going to disappoint my child yet again? And so what we do is we collect used music instruments from people who have them sitting in the closet, and we provide those free of charge to students in financial need, so they can begin in a beginning band and orchestra program. This has gone so much further than just an instrument in a hand. Well, this was a cello that this young man, they had been renting a cello, and the cello, not from us, had gotten repossessed. And so the kid was going to have to stop playing in orchestra. So this is the story from the dad. I'm a disabled Iraq veteran, which brings a long list of issues, both mental and physical. I was also abused from the age of 5 to 13 at the hands of my stepfather. This information matters because my illnesses dominate the environment. I understand the value of music not by knowing, but by its absence in my own life. It may be music to Eli, but it's therapy to me. And I think that just was one of the greatest stories that I've had recently of the far-reaching things that this has had, far beyond just giving an instrument to somebody. We have given away about 20, I think it's just under 2,400 instruments now to kids in schools over the last 10 years at no cost. The whole idea is that we're going to give the students an instrument, but more importantly, we're going to surround them with musical opportunities for the next 7 years of their elementary, middle school, and high school career, and hopefully we prepare them for college. And the worst case scenario is they don't go to college and they just gained a love of music and they're a music maker for a lifetime and they can play for their own enjoyment. I mean, it's just so cool. It's totally changed the culture of our company. So the culture of our company now is that people expect to have people coming in to pick up instruments. We try very hard to get everybody in the store involved in that process. So we have also really worked super hard to create a brand where it doesn't matter what we're selling. We're selling Meyer music. We wanted to be the Topsy's popcorn, the Tivol Jewelers. We wanted to be that of Kansas City. You know, if they trust your brand and you deliver on your brand and you deliver on your promises, then the products, I don't want to say become irrelevant, but they certainly don't, you know, it doesn't matter as much if you deliver on your word and you've created this trust with your customer and your brand is strong. It kind of all comes back to brand. I kept preaching, we need to be on brand. We need to be consistent in brand across the locations so that wherever people are seeing us, they're seeing a consistent brand. And so that's really what we focused in on, and it's worked out really well. So that whether you come into the store or you go in through our website, the experience that you have is the exact same if you're looking for an instrument for your child. I think it's finding what each of you does well and respecting that, and not becoming frustrated and personal because that person doesn't think like you. But the one thing that never changed was that we do not talk over each other at meetings, that we do not curse in meetings, we do not say personal things about people's families. You know, we don't do those things that you might do at home. the one thing that we just continue to preach to them, and we're starting to preach to the community now, is that the music doesn't stop just because the world has paused. And these kids still are going to play. They still need to practice. They still, they still are passionate about it. And those families that find it important are still going to do it. The feeling for me now is really awesome when I see a parent excited, or a grandparent who is raising a grandchild, and they've said, I was in Hy-Vee standing in line and the guy saw my shirt and thanked me for what we do. And I just want to tell you that I feel so good coming to work because of what we do.